Wednesday, May 18th, 2025, 10:20 a.m. I am at the new River Gorge National Park and Preserve. I'm on my way to the Geowoodstock event in Morgantown, West Virginia. It's going to be the biggest geocaching event I have ever been to. I'm very looking forward to it. Today I stopped at New River Gorge. It's about 2 hours from my home and I've never been. So right now I'm going to check out the visitor center. And check out the bridge overlook, which is one of the probably most photographed points in this national park. And there's a virtual geocache there, and hopefully I'm going to go on a hike. The weather was looking a little bit iffy, but it's looking better. I'm going to talk to the people inside and see. I'm going to talk to them about the hike that I'm planning and if there's any others that they would recommend. So I'll bring you along. New River Gorge National Park and Preserve spans 53 miles along the New River in West Virginia. It hosts a wide variety of plant and animal species, including a handful that are only found in this area. Despite its name, the New River is one of the oldest in the world and has taken millions of years to carve the gorge that we see today. In the late 1800s, the railroad was built and led to the development of industries in West Virginia, such as coal mining and logging. Today, visitors can take part in a wide variety of activities, including hiking, rock climbing, fishing, whitewater rafting, and even taking a train ride through the gorge. I'm heading down this boardwalk to the virtual, which is the view of the bridge that I drove across just a few minutes ago. I have to go down 178 steps to the viewing platform to get this virtual, which means I'll have to go 178 steps back up. Here we go. I got the information I needed for the virtual, and I took a picture, which I'm going to post with my log. There was a nice couple there who I took their picture, they took my picture. Despite all the steps, this cache has a difficulty rating of 1 and a terrain rating of 2.5. The treasures, the book treasure, mystery book treasures, there are 5 of them, and you're required to find 5, and it can be any number of non-traditional caches except for event. So where I go, multi, mystery, virtual, Earthcache, I'm not sure what else. But they have to have a difficulty rating of 2. And this virtual had a difficulty rating of 1, but I wanted to get it anyway. And I wanted to go look at the bridge and the view of the gorge. There were some people at the overlook who had a bird call thing. It was like a little device that you twisted in your hand and it made a bird sound. And I kept hearing it and I'm like, wow, what kind of bird is that? And then they're like, oh, it's this thing. And it was really cool because they would make the sound with the device, and then far off you would hear another bird making that same sound. It was cool. I am on the Endless Wall Trail in New River Gorge National Park, and it's, according to all trails, it's a 3.2 mile loop, but the last time I followed all trails, it was supposed to be 3.1 mile, and it ended up being over 4 miles. So we'll see how accurate that is. There are lots of people out here. It's the Wednesday before Memorial Day, so there are a lot of people traveling. And also, I've already run into some people who were on their way to Geowoodstock like me. So we got to chat with them a little bit. So I'm sure there are other people out here hiking as well who are going to the event. So there are 2 earth caches here that I'm going to get. The first one is a difficulty 1.5 earth cache, and the second one is a difficulty 2 earth cache. So the second earth cache will earn me the 3rd mystery book souvenir treasure. Treasure is the proper term for that. So there is a YouTuber. I'll put a link to his channel on here. I think his name is Rob, and his geocaching name and YouTube channel is a combination of letters. I think it's his initials and a number, and I'll put it up here. But he has been posting a video every day for over a year, and I just started watching his videos, and he's been accidentally calling them the treasures. In one of his videos, he was calling them souvenirs, and somebody commented that he should get zapped every time he accidentally calls a treasure a souvenir. So I'm going to be zapped quite a bit, probably. All right, I'll see you on down the trail. Let me show you where I'm going. Right now, the trail is going through the woods. It's heading toward we're heading toward the part that overlooks the river. So I'm sure we'll get lots of great views on that part of the trail. I also wanted to tell you that I earned the 2025 hider souvenir from May, the blue switch hider. So I at Clater Lake, if you watched that video, you saw that I took a hike at Clater Lake and found a geocache and got a souvenir, not treasure, a souvenir for finding a geocache on Blue Switch Day. In that video, I explained a little bit about what Blue Switch Day is. But this year, they also added a souvenir for hiding, a Blue Switch Day hider souvenir. So I got a hider souvenir when I hid some geocaches back in March, or April maybe, I think it was April. But if you hide a geocache in May, you get a Blue Switch Day souvenir. And I did hide a geocache. I did not put it on video because it was a very simple cache. It was a multi-cache, which is not my favorite kind of cache, but I decided to hide a multi-cache, and an easy one. But I made it a difficulty 2 because it is a 2-stage and you have to do a little bit of math. So it's a difficulty 2. So somebody's going to earn a souvenir from that. Or a treasure. Zap. I want the overlook, not the climbing access. I don't do that. I lied. I did want the climbing access because that's where the earth cache is. Glad I didn't miss it. This looks like a perfect spot for lunch. Peanut butter and apple butter sandwich. I ran out of jelly. And a banana. The second geocache is down this side trail to Diamond Point Overlook. There's the bridge way down there. I don't consider myself afraid of heights, but when I'm standing on the edge of a cliff, I get pretty nervous. There's a little bit of a road walk to get back to the car. Let's see, 2.7 according to my watch, miles. So I think by the time I get back, it'll be about 3, maybe 3.2. Yeah, I don't usually listen to things on trail when I'm hiking, but I was listening to a little bit of a podcast, only because I have so many podcasts I listen to. I get behind on all of them. And there's Lookout Lisa has a brand new podcast called Cache Like a Girl, where she interviews all these women geocachers. So I'm so excited for that. I was just listening to the most recent episode where she was interviewing Emily Renee, who she is co-host of a monthly podcast called Challenge Talk. It's part of the Geocache Talk network of shows, and it's great. She and another cacher called Merlin 1392, they talk all about challenge caches. But she did say on the podcast that she would not be at Geowoodstock, which I'm a little bummed about because I have met her before. We're friends on Facebook. She's very prominent on social media. I'm hoping, Lisa didn't say on that show whether she would be there or not, but if she is, I will make sure I get a picture of her. Thanks for joining me on this adventure today, on the first day of my Geowoodstock trip, and I will see you in Morgantown. Happy hiking, happy geocaching. Bye!